customers are not interested in medallions engraved with the symbols of other provinces.
What is happening, y'all? Kubikage here, and welcome back to Skyrim Anniversary Edition, the legendary playthrough. We are currently on the Forsworn conspiracy, in which I gotta go to the Shrine of Talos. No idea.
One of the guards said he saw.
So we're gonna find out, aren't we? I'm just gonna follow the marker and hope for the best, but I don't. Oh, okay, that's better. Shrine of Talos. Surprised we even want to talk about this place.
I'm sorry to drag
There's our guy.
Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
I'll do. What are you talking about?
You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a Forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
You want me to find out why?
This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Weylin and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
What do you know about Margret?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver-Blood Inn.
Who was Weylin? Where does he live?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Weylin, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
Who are the Forsworn?
They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people.
You've looked into these murders.
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Keep your eyes and ears open.
I will do, bud. Okay. This is shaping up to be an interesting quest. So, let's get some information on these peeps. First stop, the Silver-Blood Inn. Margret should be here. She's the one that almost died,
The
right?
Silver-Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
That's her.
I'm sorry. I'm still a bit dizzy from everything.
What are you doing in Markarth?
Just visiting. I had some business here, that's all.
You're hiding something.
Was it that obvious? Damn. I must be losing my touch. I'm one of General Tullius's agents. I was sent to investigate the Treasury House and the Silver-Blood family. They own Cidhna Mine, one of the toughest jails in Skyrim. I was hoping I could buy or steal the deed, but I don't think that's how things work here. Mark my words. Thonar Silver-Blood was behind that attack in the market. Somehow.
I'm what you'd call a
Rather not
soldier of
talk.
fortune.
I have to head
Me
back
an
to
offer,
Cyrodiil soon.
and I just might fight.
Unlike my husband Clever, I watch after him.
So, the plot thickens. Oh,
I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
what happens? I'm curious.
Funny. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business. You've been warned, outsider.
I can care less. Let's see if I can find information about Weylin. These guards are not a threat to me. Matter of fact, at this stage of the game, there's very little that is a threat to me.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want?
Did you know Weylin?
Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now.
I need the key to Weylin's room.
Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here.
It's important. Trust me.
Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. All right then.
Home logs, Garveys. I don't know what this is.
You
Cost
don't want
next.
to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
That's Weylin's. Weylin's note. Let's see what we have here. Weylin, you've been chosen to strike fear in the heart of the Nords. Go to the market tomorrow. You will know what to do. N.
You want something from me?
Need something? All right then.
I'll figure out who N is in due time. Oh.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson.
Who sent you?
Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Do your worst.
I mean, can he even hit me hard enough? No, I'm not even gonna bother dodging, dude. Probably out-heal anything he does. Come on, give me some heavy armor skill, man. I want to max it out so I can switch to light armor. Want to talk about this?
You mangy piece of pit bait.
Talk, or I'll send you to the gods.
I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
I don't want any of you thieving workers even thinking about stealing any silver.
And the plot thickens some more.
Off with even one speck of silver, I'll break your leg.
Looks like I'm making friends in this city. Hang on.
I'm Gore's assistant. I help a new forge.
Blades, helmets, blah blah
helmets,
blah blah
pretty
blah.
much
Do you have
anything to suit your
anything that increases enchanting? No, you do not. Garbage. We'll worry about it later. Whoops, wrong button.
Let me know. You need something for.
I'm something of a blacksmith myself.
Well, if it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoral witches, how can I assist you?
That's my home. Nepos. You know what? We'll get you after I go talk to whoever this is. Ow.
I'm married to Thonar Silver-Blood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me.
The hell you say to me?
My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man.
You're an important family, I take it.
My dear vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silver-Blood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted.
You're married to Thonar? What's he like?
He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything.
The treasury house is really just for patrons of the Silver-Blood family. You don't belong here.
I need to see Thonar.
I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business.
He's expecting me.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you. Head right in.
I want to know more about the Silver-Bloods.
It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silver-Bloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Cidhna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim.
Who's in charge here?
You want Thonar Silver-Blood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep.
What kind of patrons do you have?
For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. I have records I need to tend to.
I work for the Silver-Bloods. Help clean.
What? Did I see a book? Nords Arise. Okay, well, Thonar is going to be pissed that I lied. But he'll get over
I'm
it.
married to Thonar Silver-Blood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors.
I'm here to talk about Margret.
The Imperial agent? That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out!
And then we're gonna equip our bow of shadows and bow and arrows. And his wife is just gonna suddenly come down with a sad case of unaliving. Nana goes down. Where's Donald? That's Donald.
Oh well.
Cleared out, I guess.
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Cidhna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control.
You made a deal with the Forsworn.
When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little Forsworn rebellion from inside Cidhna Mine. Now he's out of control.
Cidhna Mine.
My prison. The source of half the silver in Skyrim. The most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control.
The Forsworn have a king.
Madanach. The king in rags. While we were off fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling over the Reach. Until Ulfric came and put them down.
Want me to take care of Madanach?
You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Cidhna Mine for this. Now get out of my house. Get out of my house. Now.
I fail to see how this was my fault.
I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons.
Well, we still have somebody else.
Why, thank you, Thonar. I'm flattered.
You're married, yes? To that young metal worker?
Eltrys, yes. Just last season we were wed.
He's a lucky man to have such a beautiful young wife.
Thank you, Thonar. That's generous of you to say.
Well, Thonar just suddenly became very single, so...
I want to be a silversmith.
Last stop. Nepos.
You again. What are you doing here?
I'm here to see Nepos.
We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want?
I know about Weylin.
Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired.
Why?
Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question.
Why are you telling me all this?
My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last.
Who's Madanach?
He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Cidhna mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick.
You mentioned an uprising.
Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving.
Thank you for the information. Goodbye, Nepos.
I'll make you pay.
We are
Certainly a lot less Forsworn in this city now. Let's go and rob them, I suppose. And Nepos. He has a journal. You know, just out of curiosity. I grow guilt-ridden in my old age. So many of the young sent to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn, all in the name of Madanach. My king, who watches us from behind the iron bars of Cidhna mine. How long have I served you? Since the uprising against the Nords? Was there ever a time when all that violence hasn't overshadowed our destinies? What choice do I have but to do as I am instructed? That's kind of sad, really. Nepos no more.
You're the one casts those illusions.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm going to cast a few more while I'm running around. Well, I'm back from my investigations. Oh.
We warned you, but you had to just go and cause trouble. Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work.
What did you do to Eltrys?
Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanach until you and Eltrys started snooping around. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings. You'll have plenty of time with the king in rags when you're in Cidhna mine.
Fine. I'll come quietly.
You'll never see the sun again, you hear me? No one escapes Cidhna mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Cidhna mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it?
When do I get out?
You'll pay off your debt to the Reach. Just work, and you'll earn your freedom. All right, open her up. Now you, get down there.
Well, a whole new adventure, friends.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh?
Exciting. I felt the rush of blood and smiled.
A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here.
What are you in for?
Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging.
How long have you been here?
Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers.
Alright then.
I left behind my daughter, Weylin, when I was taken. What are you in for, new blood?
Nothing. I'm innocent.
Innocent? So was I, for the first one. The other murders were all me, though. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma.
Where's Madanach?
If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast.
Borkul the Beast.
Madanach's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that.
A shiv?
Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it.
Where are the guards?
They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any.
What are you in for?
A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here.
Skooma? What's that?
Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. A good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here.
Why'd you join the Forsworn?
Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their blood.
Huh.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
I need to see Madanach.
You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving.
Madanach is expecting me.
Fine. Go on in. But don't try anything in there. Madanach knows more than you think. Alright then.
Let's go explore the rest of the prison, just out of curiosity.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
What are you in for?
Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. That didn't stop them from arresting me. I didn't even know who they said I killed.
How long have you been here?
A couple of years. I wasn't a Forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way. Farewell.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life.
I need a shiv.
Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duach has a bottle of skooma. Finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it.
I'll get it for you.
Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you.
What are you in for?
The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kind of keeps going like that.
How long have you been here?
First it was 6 months. Then a year. Then 2 years. Now I'm in for life.
I'm innocent. The Nords framed me. I was nowhere near that murder.
Oh, let's go see. Anybody else? See anybody down here?
I left behind my daughter, Weylin, when I was taken.
Wait, does this go somewhere?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
Oh, it does go deeper.
Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it.
What are you in for?
I don't want to talk about it.
How long have you been here?
Long enough.
Fair enough.
Till next time. What do you want? Digging to do.
I wonder how Grandma Bethella is doing. She's probably worried sick about me.
That's him.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down.
What are you in for?
I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silver-Bloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here.
How long have you been here?
Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now, but something keeps me going.
I hear you have skooma.
You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine.
I need some. Badly.
Getting the shakes, huh? Alright, take it. Old gods keep you. Alright then.
Jarl decided I was too much of a
I have your
problem.
skooma.
Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay?
Now... Hopefully you won't
I
need
left
it.
behind my daughter, Weylin, when I was taken.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed?
I want my freedom.
Your freedom? Yes, but even if you were to escape Cidhna Mine, your name would still be stained with all that blood. You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nords stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you.
Understand? How?
There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is.
I have questions about the Forsworn.
This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are. The Forsworn. Criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free.
I want to know more about Thonar.
I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Thonar Silver-Blood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Our struggle is our people's struggle.
You know, I've been fighting the Forsworn for so long that I came into this with the expectation that I wasn't going to get along with them, that I wasn't going to like them. But I'm starting...
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
I'm starting to sympathize with Madanach.
What are you doing that for? Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it.
Madanach asked me to hear your story.
My story, huh? Everyone in Cidhna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists?
I was in Helgen. I was being sent to the executioner.
So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside?
None that I care to talk about.
I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanach once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver.
I'm sorry to hear that this happened to you.
My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up.
You think your story justifies the murders the Forsworn have committed?
I'm not Madanach. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. Watch what you're doing!
Until next time.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here.
I'm beginning to realize that we need to tear down this system.
My daughter, Weylin, when I was taken.
Do you remember the sun? Because you'll forget. Soon.
A talk to Brig.
Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family. Each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting.
You'll help me escape then.
Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Cidhna mine for good. Our struggle is our people's struggle.
I'm sorry, Grisvar. You really were unlucky.
I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life.
Madanach says hello.
What? No. No, don't kill me. Please. Mercy.
I left behind my daughter, Weylin, when I was taken.
You're a slave, just like us.
Grisvar is dead.
You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Cidhna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn.
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go.
Where did this tunnel come from?
It's a little gift from the dwarves. Who knew they would end up helping our cause? We have to move. We'll talk more once we see the sky.
This isn't gonna go according to plan, is it? Or maybe it is. Alright. And I think this is a good stopping point here. So, as always, I appreciate everybody for watching. When we come back, we will escape prison and fight our way through these Markarth ruins. Until then, I will see you all next time.